Hello everyone, welcome to Magical Me. I'm Jamie Mendez, spiritual intuitive and oracle. I'm here with my weekly Moonday Oracle guidance message. This is going to be a message for the collective. That means everybody who finds themselves here. This message is set with the intention that you receive exactly what you need to through divine synchronicity. Again, it's going to be for the week of September 3rd, 2019, and I'm going to talk a little bit about my Moonday reading in one moment. I'm going to allow people the opportunity and the time to see that I'm live and to connect. And I do see Lynette just popped in. Hello, beautiful. Welcome and thanks for being here. How you doing today? And bear with me, I'm going to start sharing and putting it on my page. This way it saves me the time. I don't have to do it afterwards. Hi, Carla. Hey, beautiful. Hi, Trista and Rosemary. Welcome, ladies. Thanks for being here. Just gonna see if my internet will cooperate here. I'm going to apologize too. I'm outside, as you see, so I can't control the outside noises that we may encounter. So one more time. Okay, I think I did it. Hi, Risa. Hello, Julie. Hi, Judy. Hi, Laura and Deb. And the other Lara. Welcome. Glad you made it. Trista says, so good to catch you live for a minute. So we're about to eat dinner, so I'll catch the replay. Oh, well, enjoy your dinner, and thank you for trying to pop in anyway. Much love to you and your family. Enjoy. Yes, it's very late over there, Lara. Thank you so much for being here, though, and you were such a trooper, and I love you so very much for trying to tune in. So I'm going to go ahead and get into it because I don't really know how much daylight I'm going to get, and we remember last week I was pretty much talking in the dark towards the end. Hi, Lee. Welcome. Thank you for being here. So really quickly, what Moonday Oracle Message is, this actually usually happens on Mondays, but the last 2 weeks I've been doing this on Tuesdays. Last week I decided to take a rest, and this week, being that in the States here, we had our holiday yesterday of Labor Day, I decided to postpone till today. So Moonday usually happens live around 7 p.m. Eastern, give or take, and I'd like to pop on here live with a message of higher guidance for all of us as a collective. That means it's a little bit more of an overview and generalized reading for all of us. So it's going to resonate with each and every one of us in its own unique way. And if you find yourself here watching this live or even watching this on replay weeks from now, months from now, you are exactly where you needed to be to hear this message, exactly when it's meant to be heard. So just a little bit of people think that, if you're watching this, weeks from now, sometimes it doesn't, you missed it and it doesn't resonate anymore, but that's not true. It's all about divine timing and synchronicity. Hi, Bridget. Welcome, sweetheart. So yes, wherever you are, whenever you hear this is exactly what you need to hear. And again, it's a message for highest good. So that means that I use my own intuitive abilities as well as oracle cards to call forth a message of higher positive guidance for us all. It's basically insight or universal advice, if you will, for the week that we are currently in and for the week ahead. So to let us know what the undercurrent is, maybe energetically, emotionally, and to give us that heads up as to how we can best embrace the energy and work with the messages or work with the energy of the week. So again, all positive, nothing negative here. It's again only for highest and greatest good. It's not personalized readings, but if you are interested in a private personalized reading, I do offer those as well, and you can reach out to me privately to schedule one. I'm actually able to do readings not just in person as you see. I'm doing this here live right now. utilizing Facebook video chat on the Messenger. I also offer video recorded readings so that you don't even have to, stop your day. You just send over your question, and I'm able to actually call forth your higher selves or your soul selves, calling in my higher self, kind of have a conversation for the guidance for your highest good, and I can send that video over to you afterwards. So it's all about energy. We got to get out of this whole limited thought process of, have to be right here at the exact same time, face to face. I think we're shifting to realize that we are all energy and that everything can be done energetically. So, time is an illusion, my friends. Thank you so much, Bridget. Thank you. Yes, this is actually one of the spiral necklaces that I made. This is a bit of a larger one. This is one I made for myself. Hi, Derek. Welcome. Thanks for being here. So, how this works for everybody new to my page is I like to do a really brief rundown of any events and news that are going on between myself here at Magical Me and my other business with my Sisters of Light, Oracles of the Light. You can pop over to their page too at some point. And shall we pause for the ducks? What? Oh, they know it's getting ready, time for bed soon, so they're going to start moseying on towards their cage. They're so trained. They're trained so well. So I like to talk about what's going on here with me and my partner business, Oracles of the Light. And so I'm going to do that quickly, and then I go through the energy forecast, just kind of what I'm feeling energetically, intuitively, gives us a little bit of insight of what's going on. And then I do the Oracle message for the week, and I pull a card, and I show you the card and talk all about that. And then I like to pull a mudra that gives us a bit of an even better heads up, or pushes the envelope into taking the power into our own hands. So taking the message combined with working with a mudra for the week, it actually helps to shift and facilitate the growth of what we are trying to do. So yes, Di, I actually am in the United States. I'm in New Jersey. So over here on the East Coast. Hi, Courtney. Hi, Karen. Hi, Hannah. Welcome. I don't know if I missed anything. All right, so really quickly off the top of my head, I'm going to do a really fast rundown, okay? Events for all of the events that I'm talking, Facebook events, I should say, for all of the events that I'm about to talk about have been created. They are posted on Magical Me as well as our other page, Oracles of the Light, so you can get more information on them. So first things first, September 5th, which is this Thursday, the Oracles and myself launch our online Dream Oracles group. This is a Facebook group. It is hosted through Facebook, all online. So this is nothing in person and nothing that you have to be in person for. So really it is a monthly group, and it is a private group, and it is membership, and there is a small fee that we ask just for our time and energy. It is only $10 per month that you decide to join. You can join and leave at any time. Starting September 5th, it launches, but you can join any time throughout the month. So if you can't join this week, you won't miss out. All of the information and literature is there. So this is a Dream Oracle group. So what that means is we work one-on-one with all of you and those who are interested in joining with your dreams. And every single month, we actually bring forward a new topic to discuss. Anywhere from helping you to start to begin to remember your dreams, from the different types of dreams that there are. So there are dreams about past lifetimes, there are dreams that are quantum leaping and time travel, there are dreams that are from actual visits from passed on loved ones, there are dreams that are actually collaborative dreamings where you're dreaming together with other people in your life. There are also dreams that you are visiting other people for some sort of spiritual healing work that has to occur. And ancient dream oracles were revered across many cultures. Some actually refer to them as dream walkers. And so you really are utilizing a different higher dimensions and frequencies in order to start to receive divine guidance, healing, and actually doing spiritual work with your higher self and even your soul tribe. So it is a really powerful group. And again, we're going to start out slow and we're going to start to progress. We're going to teach people all different types of ways that you can remember your dreams, start to lucid dream, kind of control your dreams, set dream intentions. It's really awesome. Again, it's only $10 for the month. The event has been created on Oracles of the Light. So you'll have to go over there, give our page a like, and check out the events section. And then you'll be invited to a private group for the month. And if you decide that's it, you don't want to join again next month, then you just leave the group. And in a few months, if you decide you want to come back, then you do. It's very free and open in that regard. All right. So if you're interested, there's more information posted on Oracles of the Light. Hi, Mandy. Welcome, beautiful. Thank you for being here. Hi, Robin. All right. So that was September 5th. Again, I'm going off of memory here, guys. There's a whole lot happening. The next thing that we have is, or I have, is my online spiral temple, level 1 and new registration for new members. It actually is open, but it will close down as of September 21st, all right? So you do have to reach out and let me know that you are interested and complete the registration information and send over the monthly payment, which is only $15. But it is a online private group, and it is, again, all hosted on Facebook. Everything is done via pre-recorded video, so you get to watch it in your own time. And you are actually in a group with other like-minded women, and it's all about empowering your sacred feminine, or the goddess within. We do work from the months of September all the way until June. Now, again, you can leave at any time, but then registration is closed until the following year. So it's not something that you have to be locked into if you feel that it is not for you. But there is an event created on Magical Me, so it's called the Spiral Temple. Check it out. It is only $15 for level 1. Level 2 is only open to those that have completed level 1. So again, we are working with self-empowerment. It is a very sacred healing journey. We work with different goddess archetypes throughout various cultures, such as Kuan Yin, the goddess Isis, Mary Magdalene, Rhiannon, so Celtic, Egyptian, even Christian energies, and masters like the Virgin Mother Mary. So it is very diverse, but we work with their energy because it is about healing ourselves and working with them to embody the energy that they hold and their own lessons and life stories. So we do work with dark goddesses and shadows to teach us how to heal those inner wounds. We do also work with the seasons and the Sabbats and the solstices, because as above, so below, as within, so without. So we are all one, and it is about moving in sync with the seasons and the moon phases as well. We work with manifesting. We do candle magic activities, setting intentions, lots of empowering, and you are learning with other women. So it is about a sisterhood at the end of the day. It's coming together with women who you connect with, you bond with, people that you haven't ever even met. You begin to become your closest allies and working on this sacred journey together as one. And so it's all about unbecoming all that we as women, and I'm sorry, fellas, that this not taking away from your sacred feminine, because we're all feminine and masculine. But the role that I have is working with women and their sacred feminine to unbecome the old, outdated version of the patriarchal sacred feminine and help us to re-empower, reawaken, so that we can bring the feminine and masculine to balance here in the world. So it's a very powerful sacred healing journey. It is only $15 a month. If you are interested, again, check out the actual event. You can even check out my website, www.magicalme.com, and you can find more information there. Hi, Tammy. Welcome, and thank you for being here. Hi, Lala. Welcome, sweetie. Still doing news and announcements. Also, I am at Magical Me, and this is in person only, guys, so I do apologize about that, but I am very, very adamant on not teaching Reiki online. I'm sure there are many places that will do that. It is not something that I am guided to do. I much prefer the in-person journey of passing attunement from master to student. It's very intimate who you choose to be your Reiki master. So I am actually teaching Usui Reiki level 1 and level 2. So in person only. Reiki level 2 is actually coming first, and that one will be September 22nd for my past students only that have already been attuned to level 1. And if you're interested, more information is posted in the event. Check that out for registration and information and the cost. Also, October 5th is going to be the level 1 for anybody who is new to energy healing and would like to take your life, your overall well-being, the well-being of your family, your pets, your friends into your own hands, and becoming a channel for life force universal healing energy to flow through. Reiki level 1 will be October 5th. All right. So as of now, I think that might be it for announcements. We have a couple more things in the works, but I'm going to wait to announce those until they're definite, until probably a little closer to the end of September. But again, anything that I talked about, events are created here, Magical Me, or over at Oracles of the Light. Go ahead and check them out. All right. So energy forecast. Hi, Dawn. Welcome. So one thing that I have noticed with this shift, we've had the Virgo new moon was on the 30th. A lot of people were referring to it as the Virgo black moon. And what that just means is basically that we experience 2 new moons and 1 month. And I really do think that that depends on where you're at in the world. Because for some people, we had new moons twice in July, which meant that it couldn't have been on the 1st of August. But it doesn't really matter because energetically the doorway is open with moon phases for about 3 days. So regardless, it was a super new moon and it moved into the sign of Virgo, which you heard me talk about last week, was all about, the sign of Virgo is about getting things done. It is a very practical, earthy sign, so it is very organized. So this was about really kind of getting our lives in order, and in the sense of releasing the old and the outdated, and it's still happening. And what I will notice, or what I'll talk about, what I've noticed this week as opposed to last week, is this week I have felt a little bit more no nonsense, if that's the word. Whereas before with things that, I might not necessarily have agreed with or kind of violated my personal boundaries a little bit, I would have maybe just brushed it off or turned a blind eye, but expressed my frustration maybe later. I'm no longer doing that. And it's not just in a negative way, it's in all ways. Whereas before, if I felt something, I may not have said it, even if it was something good or positive. I might not have said it. I might have kind of kept it to myself. I'm feeling a lot more outspoken in a way that is honoring my truth. Because when we repress our needs or feelings or emotions or even thoughts, when we repress them and hold on to them, we actually are not honoring our truths and our authentic selves. And so by speaking up, but I'm doing so, again, I want to just express that I'm doing that in a positive, conscious way. I'm actually pre-meditating my words, which is, if you fellow Scorpios can feel me, you'll know that Scorpios don't usually premeditate their words. They're just out with it. So sometimes it doesn't come out positively or kindly. Sometimes we don't realize that other people's feelings could be hurt by what we say. I'm actually doing it more consciously. I'm actually stepping back from any emotions, and I'm choosing my words in a very, it almost sounds political way, but it's positive. And at the same time, I'm honoring myself. In the same token, this is allowing me to also not compromise what I want and what I want to do. So it's helping me get my life in order in the sense that there are new things that I want to do. There are things that I have put on the wayside because of other situations, and I'm no longer compromising that. I feel like I'm now kind of like releasing what doesn't serve me, and letting go, even task-wise, of some things that I just really don't need to be doing anymore. And I'm stepping into my power, and I'm expressing my truth in all ways, whether it be putting things into action, whether it be starting the planning phases of things that I want to do with my life. Whereas before, maybe those things we wanted to do with our lives, they were just a dream or just a far-off daydream, if you will. They weren't something that we ever really consciously put into a reality, if that makes sense. So now I do feel like I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not holding back. I'm not allowing fear or feeling unworthy to hold me from saying what I want to say, and to do what I want to do, and to start believing that I can create miracles and I can achieve them as well. So I feel like that is what's going on energetically right now. The new moon is a sign of, or a time I should say, of new growth, new life, planting new seeds. So it's about planting seeds, but now we have to nurture them and grow them all month long. From new moon to full moon, you have the 2-week period of the waxing moon, which is all about increasing time and energy. So this next 2 weeks, this is a great time to really put your desires down onto paper, because it's one way of actually getting them out into the physical. But it's also another way to start to really see it, because I know that when we hold things in our mind, it makes them less real, and it makes it, I don't know how I want to word this. When we keep things in our mind, they really only just stay there. They always become that, they're always in that etheric world floating around. Whereas you actually put things down, you can actually start to see. I do this with my dreams a lot as well. And those of you joining Dream Group, you're going to hear me talk about this. With my dreams, they're in my mind, and I really don't see the bigger picture of my dream until I actually write it down. So whether it is I share it with a friend, I write it down in my journal, and then I actually see it all begin to come together. So that's what I'm trying to say. Actually taking things out of your mind now and beginning to put them down on paper, or put them into the world somehow, whether you're creating a website, creating plans online, you're actually taking a step towards manifesting in your physical reality. All right. So that's what I'm feeling energetically, the energy forecast. I do feel a little bit of the solar storm, and there's some big solar storm stuff happening, which is making a little bit of intense energy and irritability. Just be mindful of that. Take a step back and breathe through it. I'll be interested to see what mudra comes up, because last week our mudra actually was breathe, and naughty me, I forgot to post it, so I do apologize about that. That's, everything happens as it's supposed to, I guess, right? Okay, so on to the oracle reading, and it is going to come from the Shapeshifter Oracle, and this is by Lucy Cavendish. So I actually started working with this one this morning again, because, this is probably one of my first decks ever. But, I kind of go through energetic phases. One deck calls me, and because I need what's in it. But shapeshifters are fascinating to me. And we are shapeshifters, and we have the potential to all be shapeshifters. And it's about adaptability, adapting to your surroundings instead of breaking when things get rigid. It's about flowing, being more fluid, bending, and being able to maneuver through, shifting and changing and altering according to your circumstances. So we are going through huge transformations and changes right now. So I felt like this deck was going to be what we most needed. Okay. All right. So let's see what message comes forward for the world as a collective for the week of September 3rd, 2019. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so, for those of you who are friends with me on my personal page, on my story, I post my personal cards every day. And, because sometimes they're not just for me, they're for the collective as well. So I do share my cards. And the theme of my cards today was all about really kind of it's time to step up and close the door to the old. Releasing the old paradigm, the old chapters, the old thought patterns, karmic patterns. It was time. Like today is like our last opportunity. I'm sure it's probably really not, but that's the message that I got today. It was like, it's time, Jamie. So with that said, this card is a number 13. That is the number of the divine feminine. A very powerful, magical number. And it's also a 4 when we break it down. 4 is the number of foundations, our stability, our structures, and what we're building our life on. So it is time for us to allow the old faulty foundations to be removed so that we can build new foundations. The card itself, hi Noreen, welcome. Yes, you made it just in time. You know, I did the announcements, the energy forecast, all that good stuff. You can get all that back. A time to say goodbye. Something is about to end for now. So I know, when this card comes up, the very first thing that most people might feel is, oh no, what's going to happen? I get it. Changes, especially when you weren't anticipating it or didn't see it coming, is not easy. It's scary when we have to let something go, because that means we are no longer in our safety blanket, and we have to brave a whole new world without our safety blanket. It's like when we take the training wheels off of our bicycle. Something might not be anticipated. It may not be even desired, but it is, and I assure you, for your highest and greatest good, or the highest and greatest good of those concerned. If we do not make room for the new, it cannot enter. Endings are merely the next phase of a new chapter. So it is all about alchemy and transitioning this week. And so we are closing out the old so that we can be reborn. It's even death, and I'm going to talk about it because I do feel like some endings in that regard will be literal deaths with those leaving, and that's very, very sad. And so I don't want everybody to go in a panic right now. This is a very broad. I'm talking an entire collective in the world, okay? So please don't go into any panics. But it is necessary, you know. It was a hard time for me to accept death, especially when I became a mother. Accept death because it's very scary. You don't want anybody to leave our physical presence, you know. How am I going to make it without? How can I live, you know? But death is merely the ending of one way, and it's preparing us for the next part of our journey, because we are infinite, unlimited beings. So this isn't the only life. This isn't the only consciousness. So the endings, unfortunately, as sad as they may be, are for the new beginnings, for life to begin in another way, on another level, on another layer. So if these things do not come to an end, and sticking death aside, all things that are ending at this time, whether it be relationships, whether it be friendships, whether it be jobs, whether it be just letting go of thought patterns, habits. You know, I just heard Spirit say this is a great time for breaking bad habits. And I shouldn't say bad habits, but habits that you don't resonate with anymore, such as eating badly, perhaps smoking. Lots of people, because that was the first thing that I actually saw, was like lots of people giving up smoking right now. So something is about to end, and this is okay. And I don't want you to go into a state of fear when it does happen. Try to ground and anchor yourself, and remember that this is just the beginning of a whole new life. Something is about to end for now. And that doesn't mean that something won't come back around. And look at, there's 13 viewers as we have the number 13 card here. So it doesn't mean that something won't come back around in divine timing, but it's just necessary for the rebirth process to happen. All right. So don't hold on and resist change. Don't fight and struggle. Just allow, ground and anchor, and trust that your higher self and your team and the universe has your back. All right. so much love as we all go through massive shifts and transformations. This is the month of 9, guys. September is going to be huge for transformations. And I've said things like this before. You've heard me say things like we're all going through a time of change, transition, but this is a really big one. This is, and I feel it, you know, I don't feel the same. And I feel like things that had holds over me before, they no longer do. Things that, you know, I might have wanted before, I no longer do. I'm seeing things differently, and I feel like I want to go everywhere at once, and I want my wings to burst forward and just carry me into unknown territory that before would have been really scary, but it's not anymore. Now I'm ready. So, are you? It's a good question to ask yourself as the shifts and change happen. It's time. Okay. Hi, Alex and Caitlin. Welcome. Kathleen, hello, sweetie. Thank you for being here. All right, so I'm going to keep it moving because, you know, daylight and all that. So, you know, support each other, guys. We're all going through some stuff, you know. I think it's important to reach out to those that you vibe with, you know, talk, you know, communicate. It's important. Share your feelings and your thoughts. Don't hold them in anymore. I think it's time for us to expand. And, you know, when you're going through something, it's okay. You know, talk about it. Don't repress. Release it. Because that's also part of transitioning and transformation. Letting things go and getting things out. And again, remember I said I'm about really speaking up and speaking my truth now. And in a way that is both empowering and drawing my boundaries at the same time. Okay? Life is too short. But then again, we're infinite, but we were designed to live it fully, limitlessly. Okay. All right. So I am going to go into the mudra segment. So I'm working with a deck called Mudras for Awakening the Energy Body, and this is by Alison de Nicola. Now, mudra is an ancient Sanskrit word. It actually translates into energy seal, or trigger, as I like to see it. And so basically, mudras are hand symbols that are formed, or, you know, hand seals, if you will, because you have chakras in both of your palms, and you have triggers in your fingertips that are all connected to the elements. You actually can form these triggers and activate combining energy, or channeling energy, I should say, combining breathing techniques. And forming these energy seals with your hands, you actually can trigger and activate your energy centers known as your chakras. Now, our chakras are really important. You know, you might hear about this every time you turn around, you know, oh, my root chakra is blocked, or, you know, and it becomes so common nowadays that people start to, like, it kind of sounds a little bit funny to those who aren't really aware of chakras. And it just sounds like some silly foo-foo, maybe spiritual term, but chakras are everything. We all have them, okay? So they are in our energy body. Our energy body is kind of, if I can say it in short, in layman terms, our aura, okay? Your aura has layers and layers and layers. We have 4 main bodies. 4 main bodies consisting of your physical, your emotional body, where emotions are stored, your mental body, where the thought forms are stored, and then you have your spiritual, or what I refer to as your light body, your etheric body. And this body is actually your higher consciousness, your higher mind, okay? So, to put it short, working with one mudra can channel energy enough into those chakras to alleviate blocks all at once on each of those layers. Some mudras work with every chakra. So we have 7 main chakras that are most known, but there are 9 that are a little bit more profound that we are working with consciously, but there are even more than that. All right, so it just gets deeper and deeper. But those main 7 are the ones that most people know about. And so there are mudras that will work with all of them at once. So what you're doing is facilitating healing and growth, as mudras actually channel energy to release blocks on your physical body that actually help you to alleviate physical illness and ailments. It actually helps to, by working with the emotional body or the mental body or even the light body, it breaks down blocks in your biofield and all of those layers that are connected to the physical symptom. Okay? The cause hangs up here. So it's very important when working with, when you want to work with alleviating physical things, that you focus on working with those other layers as well. And most people do not know that, all right? But that does help to get to the root of the cause. Also, your spiritual body is that expanding in your consciousness, expanding in your awareness, kind of shifting in vibration as well. So they are very powerful. These have been used for thousands of years, most commonly by the ancient Tibetan monks, but not limited to. Okay, they're still very widely used all over in many different healing modalities and spiritual practices. All right, so with that said, we are going to work with that. And I'm going to pool to see which one comes forward for all of us for the week. We'll do it here together if you choose, and then I'm going to post it on my page. I'm going to make myself remember this time, and then you can save it to your phone and work with this mudra all week, because what it's going to do is it's going to facilitate the growth and the change and what needs to occur to go along with our message for the week. Okay, so definitely, try to do that if you can. Some of them actually do come with cautions because they are so powerful in the way that they do stimulate energy. Some of them are so powerful that they come with cautions because they can overstimulate physical issues you may already be suffering from. So if so, I will let you know in advance before we do it together. Hi, Casey. Hi, Liz. Oh, no worries at all about being late. You can absolutely check everything back on replay once done, okay? Noreen says, my youngest daughter sees orbs. I'm assuming that you meant orbs. Yeah, wow. She sees orbs right now or just in general? I'm sorry. Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go into this, and I'll get back to you after that, Noreen, all right? It's getting dark. So let's see what mudra comes forward for the collective good this week of September 3rd, 2019. And by the way, guys, it's an energy gateway day, which just means if you've been feeling a little, antsy today, triggered today, today is what I refer to as those energy gateways. It's actually in the States, the way that we see the date, it's 933. Very powerful, okay? Endings for the beginning of new cycles. Ooh, woo! There we go. That is a mudra for you. It is the Yoni mudra. Okay. And so, for those of you who already work with chakras and mudras, I don't have to tell you what the Yoni is. Okay. There's that sacred feminine and activating that sacred womb fire. Now, it doesn't matter if you are a female or a male. Women, we have the womb, but fellas, you do have the pelvis center. You do have a sacral chakra, and this is where not only our creative fire and inspiration and muse and passion actually comes from, but also our inner child and working through a lot of emotional or mental stuff. It actually has to do with healing your inner child. Your inner child is that place of the wounded, feeling wounded, feeling like a victim, and not in a bad way. It's that something may have happened in your life that left you wounded, and so it's important to go back to that place and recognize that what needs nurturing and healing so that you can overcome that. Okay, so this is a really powerful one, and inner child stuff has been coming up for about 2 weeks now. Okay, so again, it is the Yoni mudra, and it says opening. So this is about opening up that sacral chakra, and it assists with inner cycles, fluidity, which is what I talked about earlier about, kind of being fluid, not, bending, not breaking, and feminine awakening. Now, as I've talked about before, it doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man. We all hold energy. Within energy is polarity. We all have divine feminine. We all have divine masculine. within. I'm not talking about twin flames. Twin flames is a little bit different, whereas each twin flame has a divine feminine, divine masculine within, but then they also have a divine feminine, or if they're, depending on what gender they are, they have a divine masculine as their twin, if that makes sense. So this is not that, but doesn't mean it's wrong. So this is about awakening the feminine within both men and women, because the feminine is our nurturer. It is the self-love. It is the self-worth. It is the creative energy. It is the intuition, the inspiration. So it is really important for all of us, men and women alike, to be harnessing that sacred fire within. So we need to activate and open. So this is a really good one to be doing together. Supports reproductive and urinary health, eases menstrual cycle for those on the physical, PMS and menopausal symptoms, because again, remember, these work on the physical body as well. And it directs breath into the sacrum part of our body and our lower back and pelvis. All right. This does not have a caution, so we are good to do this together. So I'm going to do this now, and you can do this along with me. And then again, I'll post it to my page as soon as I can get in the light. And then you can work with it all week long. It is going to be transformational. Okay, please, please, please work with it. Hi, Rodney. Welcome, love. Glad you made it. All right, so this is how you do it. You just take your both your palms, place the palms of the hands together with the fingers and thumbs pointing upward. Okay, obviously. And then you are going to interlock the pinky, ring, and middle fingers downward. Okay, so let me just show you. So they're gonna, you take them like this, but I wish I could show you from the other way, but you're gonna pinky, middle, and ring fingers downward. Is that what I said? Pinky, downward, bring the thumbs. Yes. All right, so these three, they're gonna go down. The only ones that remain up are the thumb, I'm sorry, for now at least, the thumb and the pointer fingers, okay? Like that. But then what you're going to actually do is you're going to form a diamond, all right? And then these will be this way, right? All right. So then you're going to actually rest the hands above your pelvis area. Sorry, it's hard to see. It's very dark. Drop your shoulders, straighten your spine. Close your eyes and take a nice deep breath in. And release by blowing the breath out of your mouth. Channel the energy into your sacral chakra, which is in the center of your pelvis, where your hands are resting. And as you take another deep breath in, you can pull in that orange, amber, fiery, glowing light. And release. Last time. Nice, deep, cleansing breath in. Pulling in and activating that sacred fire. And release. And the affirmation you can state is, I open to the divine feminine within me. I open to the divine feminine within me. I open to the divine feminine within me. And so it is. And you can open your eyes. All right. And that is it for this week's Moonday Oracle Guidance Message. I do hope that all of you enjoyed all of the information that came through today. And if you have anything that you would like to share, anything that you can relate to pertaining to messages, feel free to drop them in the comments. I do go back and look at everybody's comments once it's done and the replay is posted, because Facebook doesn't always show me messages while I'm live. So I am not ignoring anybody live. I apologize, but I appreciate you all being here. I appreciate your comments and your feedback. Much love and blessings. And remember, reach out to your tribe this week. Communicate if you're going through something. If you need someone as the changes and the transformations start to happen, if the things that, you know, start to leave our lives become, you know, really intense, reach out, communicate it. All right? Love and magical blessings to all. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.